Hey everybody, it's Paul Yokobitis from Cary Estate Planning. Just wrapping down the day. We had a great day of consultations and then followed by another workshop this evening in the Cary Senior Center in Cary. We had about 25 people come out tonight and they all really enjoyed the program and asked some great questions, which brings me to what I want to talk about today. One question that was asked was an older woman with 2 sons who's unmarried. She said, I have a house, I have a car, and everything else is pretty much beneficiary designated to my kids. And, they're my heirs. They're who would receive everything if I were to pass away. Do I really need a will? How does that benefit me? I said, well, there's really no right answer to that. Ultimately, your beneficiaries are likely to be the same with a will or through intestacy. But what a will can do for you is it can make the transition of real estate easier. It can make the settling of the estate of any assets that you may not be aware of, or any accounts or refunds that may be issued or may come about. But it allows you to decide between the sons who will settle your estate. So who's going to be your executor, your named personal representative. And so that could be beneficial for her, but there's no right answer to that. If she otherwise is not really thinking she wants to do estate planning, then that's fine. She just has to be able to tolerate the risks of, there being a disagreement between the boys as to who would be the administrator in the absence of a will appointing the executor. And maybe that won't happen. Maybe that's not an issue for her. Maybe her kids will agree and there won't be any dispute. But there's no right way to do any of this. It's just a matter of what your preferences and what risks you're willing to tolerate and what risks you're not willing to tolerate. And that's generally how we drive the discussion for estate planning strategies is, what do you have going on? What do you want to happen? What risks are likely or unlikely for you? And how do you want to deal with them? Do you want to mitigate, eliminate, or tolerate those types of risks? And that really drives the ship when it comes to strategies. So for this woman, she may go home convinced that she doesn't need a will, and that's fine. That's her preference, and ultimately, what happens will happen. I generally think that most people do need will, especially if you have real estate, but there's no right way to do this. So that's the theme for today. There's no right answers. It is important to plan, but some people just don't want to. And that's okay, as long as they're willing to roll the dice on the risk that it doesn't go the way they want it to. Paul Yokobitis from Cary Estate Planning. If you guys have any questions or any comments, go ahead and drop them in the box below. If you want to reach out to us and schedule a meeting to discuss what planning would look like for you, go ahead and click the link and contact us, and we'll set up an appointment to meet with you. Confidentiality, private, that sort of initial strategy meeting. Totally complimentary and nothing but great education. Looking forward to additional videos over the next few days, and I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your week.